Good evening, my ladies and gentlemen, and of course, Transformers fans and geeks alike. It is I, CyberKnight-Miky, doing a review or literally a video that is about how to transform it. Now, this series I have not done since, well, forever. So, I've decided to literally review or literally transform all the three Bayformer Ironhides, which is the Voyager Studio Series Ironhide, which is the Bay version, the LSN-09, which is the MPM-06 knockoff, called the Weapons Expert, and of course we have the latest, we have the design that's literally based off the not released or literally unfinished prototype of the Black Apple design, which is M06. And we're gonna transform them all in one specific level. Easy, medium, and hard. Yes, I'm doing it. Yes, this is real. Reason being why I'm doing this kind of series now is because, well, I'm gonna be honest, I never have transformed them on the review since it's gonna take a lot of time, and honestly, most of you haven't either watched my review or don't even give a damn about it, so instead of just, well, let these guys be transformed in the review, I'm going to literally separate the transformation section into one video. So if you want me to continue this kind of series of me just transforming these figures in a separate video, let me know in the comments. And also, while we are at it, make sure that you leave a like, comment and subscribe. And of course, support me on Patreon, and of course it's completely optional. It's only $1 per month, and it's free to choose if you want to support me there or not. Anyway, without stalling for time and literally waste time, let's go and literally just see me wasting your time right now. We're going to transform these guys separately, so here's the first timestamp for Studio Series Ironhide, aka the Bayway Ironhide, and let's go and transform him real quick.
My weapons specialist, Ironhide. You feeling lucky, punk?
So, first things first, you literally just had to remove the weapons from his shoulders, and of course, you remove the cannons. Now, first things first, you're just gonna untab the panels here and then fold the doors open, just like so. Then what you're gonna do now is literally unhinge the tab section here and then fold up the front grille, and then you just untab like so, untab the back piece, and of course fold the wind mirror. And now, once you've done that, you're just gonna angle him like so. Then you're just gonna rotate the arms like so, so the the side windows like here on the arms literally face outward like so we can literally transform him. And there we go. Then what you're gonna do now is literally, well, if we have the angle, untap the wheels like so, and same as the first, here we go, so that then we have the wheels angled like so. Now what you're gonna do now is just hold on, flip up the head like so. Then what you're gonna do next is literally untap these pieces here, which they are pretty much pinned here, and you just untap it like so. Fold up the front the grill here. Of course, this is the bumper. I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. Then you just fold down the panel like here, and then you just fold the head like so. Then you just angled the hood, the front piece like so, and then you just collapse it like so. Then you just angle the arms like so they literally fold up. Of course, you have to fold the doors like so, and now you just bring out the arms here, and then you just, in one way or another, tab them in, like so. And same goes for the other one, which you just do this, and then you fold it up the door like so. And now you have pretty much the front piece done. And of course you take these pieces right here and pin them right here so that they don't untab. And now you got the front of the card pretty much done. But we're not done yet, because we're gonna angle the head like so. Yeah, you bring up the piece like so, and make sure that everything is in line. Otherwise this will be impossible. Then you just take these pieces here, and then you just tab them in right here, so that you just snug in real nice and well. And now you have an Among Us reference. You gotta see this a lot. Anyway, other than this Among Us mode, you just fold up the panels right here, and of course you bring out the wheels like so. Then you bring down the feet like here, and then you take these toes, not the other toe, because this is literally just molded in place. So you just fold it down like so. Then you take this piece, and then you also fold the heel spurs, which is the only thing that the actual knockoff has that the official version does not have. Aside if it's the DNA upgrade kit, which this is literally integrated with. And then you just fold the panels here like so, so that everything will literally be folded, pretty much form the back section, which is the trailer. And then you just tap into place. Then you just unhinge the legs like so. And then you're just gonna unhinge the doors like so, because I forgot that you need to tap in the wheels. But either way, you just take these doors and you just tap into this place, and then you just tap into place like so. And once you've done, you pretty much have everything pretty much transformed in his truck mode. But we're not done yet, because now this truck mode is pretty much complete, but there's one more piece that's literally included, which is sadly platforming. But now as for accessories that you're actually getting for this figure, you get a panel piece which actually will cover up the gap that you will left out without when you literally transform it regularly. And I guess the original Studio Series also has that problem as well. So you get this piece, which you just tab it in like so, and now it literally covers up and makes this truck mode more, well, more smooth and flesh, and pretty much literally just smooth it out and looks more natural, and actually looks like an actual truck. Well, aside from the cable on the bottom, but yeah, you literally will not notice it if it just looks in the front. But of course sometimes the tabs just like to untab sometimes, but hey, sometimes it's not always perfect, but it's actually a pretty good truck. And you also get these pieces if you want to decorate it a little bit more like the actual truck and other styles for the truck. And also here's a fun fact: this kind of pieces actually appeared in the Revenge of the Fallen Nest figure for Ironhide, where he literally has more weapons and such. So that's actually quite cool. And you also get these pieces, which I think they also has a way of storage, but I haven't figured it out yet. Hold on. But either way, here we have Ironhide in his GMC 4x4 top kick truck, and boy is it lovely. for the studio series. And of course there's also weapon storage, such as you can literally hook up the one of these pieces, literally the cannon, by literally having this piece, and you just stick it in like so, and then you just kind of hook it in like so, just for convenient weapon storage, which I just don't pretty much care. And you can also store the cannons in the back, which it would work. You just tab it in like so. I mean, they have it tabbed like here, so you can literally just tab them in like so. That also works, but still looks stupid. So anyway, those are pretty much just options, but the options are also really good. But yeah, all I can say is the overall truck looks phenomenal, except for the silver is a little bit too much for my taste. And of course the GMC logo is kind of not painted red, which is a bit of a shame. But and of course the backlight is just red instead of just red, yellow, orange and silver. But hey, it's not the end of the world. I'm completely fine. Anyway, LS09. Now, as for the LS09, big boy here, it is quite a little bit of a medium kind of transformation. You just take off the cannons, which are LEDs. And of course, first things first, you just need to fold up the panels like so. And then you fold in the piece. But we're not gonna close it yet, because we are going to do the next part, which is untap the wheels like so, which if you notice, I literally had them not just pinned, but also have these pieces just hold the wheels in together, so that you just have it angled instead of just resting like so, and just the ball joint supporting it. If you have seen my other review and short, you will see that you can literally have it a little bit more flush and staying together. But either way, we just untap like so. Now you can fold in these side pieces so that you have the bumpers pretty much completed. Now what you're gonna do next is literally just untap his chest, and then now you just untap the back section, fold up these pieces, which in my copy I literally got a well, 2 left smokestacks, which is a bit of a yikes, but you can literally just customize. I'm gonna customize it and literally have them a little bit more of well, either a little bit get a replacement part, or just customize it so it wouldn't noticed. But for me, it's not the end of the world. But anyway, you just transform it like so, and then you take this part and you just take your finger and you just untap it like so, so you just bring out the front bumper like so, and then fold it up like so. Now you just bring down the head, then you just untap his bumper titties, and you just untap them, and then you just bring them up like so. And once that's done, you're gonna take the front mirror section, and then you just fold them up like so, or just let them rest like so. But first you also need to before we move on to that, you take the front grille, then you just fold up the GMC logos, and you just fold it up like so, so those kind of logos disappear. Same for the other one, because the actual piece is right here. So what you gotta do is just fold it up like so, and then you have a massive clearing section. But you need to also, if you see right here, you just fold it in like so. But first things first, we need to untab these pieces like so, so that they stay flush. And once that's done, we take these pieces and you just bring them up, fold them up like so, and then you just bring down the doors like so, the door panels, and then you just fold it up, and now you get one piece done. And then the same can be said for the other arm, which you fold it down like so. Now you got it done. And once that's done, we can literally just put them down like so. And once you're pretty much done that, you just put them down like so, and then you just make sure that you got everything in sight. You just bring down the grills. Actually, you just bring down the panels like so. You just, well, instead of just bring the piece like so, just when it was in this station, you don't bring this piece down front here, otherwise if you do that you will break. First things first, you just hinge up like so, then you bring down the bumper, the grill, and then you fold down so that everything stays flush, and then you just assemble them together. Then you just flip down, and then you just collapse it like so. And then once that's done, you just make sure that you also have this piece pretty much folded up, and then you just fold it up like so. Everything needs to be folded. And then once you've done that, you just tap in these pieces like so, and the other piece is just like the exact same with the other piece. You just tap in the wheels like so, but also you also need to pull down these wheels and then for a little bit more of a clearance, so that we can move on with the grill and just tap it into place, because sometimes everything gets in the way. But oh yeah, that's right, you also need to have these front view mirror, literally tap in like so, and same goes to the other one. And once you're done, you're gonna take this painful part of the transformation and you just, well, this is literally the easiest part, which is literally tapping into place. Secures nicely, yeah? Well, that's not my problem. The problem is when you're trying to literally transform him back into literal robot mode, which is you literally bend the plastic and then you take it out. This is the literal part that I do not like. It's literally me having a love-hate relationship with, because these pieces are just, oh my god, you just get afraid of trying to transform it because you are really frightened if it's gonna snap or not. But other than that, you just make sure that you tap into place, and then you just tap everything into place. And then now, once you've done that, you make sure that these pieces here are in the right position, and then you just tap in with the wheels, the steering wheels. And now, once you've done that, and of course take these pieces and just put them in like so. And now also you just fold up this piece, bring out, actually once you've done that, you actually need to close the fists like so, fold out the piece, and then you just tap into place for now. And now you got, whoop, and here we have LSO9 Among Us. He's back, and he's bigger. He's back. He's bigger. He's tougher. He is too much for Mr. Incredible. Okay, other than that, you just now we move on to the legs, which is you untap these pieces like so, and then once you've done that, you just fold down the knee pads like so, and then you just fold them up because they literally make sure they secure into place like so. And now you have those done, but now we're gonna take the heels like here, and then you just fold it up like so, and of course you fold down this of the top piece for the trailer, and then you just, or literally, wow, shit, did I call it trailer? I meant cargo. Shit. Well, I just want to make an apology for my mistake. Anyway, you just fold down the toes like so, and maybe sock on them later on, and then you just fold it up like so that everything stays flush. And then what you're gonna do now is just take these pieces and then you just fold them up like so. And of course you bring down the legs, you fold up these pieces, and then same goes the other. Make sure that everything is, take this and, well, pull it up, pull it out like so, because it's spring loaded, and then you just twist it at 90 degrees, and then you just make sure that everything stays. Make sure that these pieces are exactly in the direction where these tabs are, and then you just tab them into place like so. Because once you've done that, you take this piece and then you just tap in the back rear like so. And then once you've done that, you take your angle it like so that these tap into this slot, so that you tap the wheels into place like so. And of course you also need to make sure that the toes, okay, this was a mistake. You fold up the toes like so, fold, and now this piece as well, but that has to be beforehand. So if anyone just see me just make that mistake, I'm sorry. I'm just a human being. But anyway, I think I'm gonna correct my mistake in the second half, which is just as same as before, which is you just tab it into place like so, and then you just angle this piece now, thank goodness, and then you just fold it in like so, and then you just fold it in like so, and then you take this piece and you just make sure that it's angled right, and then you just tap into place, and now it's completely done. Hooray! And now you just angle these pieces so that they face backwards. And then once that's done, and I accidentally untap this piece, fun! Actually, it is a bit fun. The only fun thing that isn't fun is me recording this shit. It's actually fun when you transform it off camera, but on camera you had to make sure that you have the exact spot when you're filming the transformation, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm sure everyone can agree with that, and if not, well, put in my ass. Anyway, once that's done, you just make sure that you angle it like so that the cargo is angled exactly how you should do it. And then you just take these pieces and you just tap them in like so, just like the second part here. And you also need to do the more difficult part, is to have this piece right here, just to align it properly so that you have the doors immediately tapped into the spot where the back rack is literally on. Otherwise you get something that is a bit tricky. Tricky why? She screams a lot. Oh yeah, that's right, you need to fold up the hands first before you do that. Oops, my mistake. This is gonna be my second apology, isn't it? So many apologies on YouTube. So many shit ones. Anyway, you just make sure that everything is literally aligned, otherwise it's a bit difficult. Anyway, I must say this roof piece is really sturdy, but anyway, you just angle it like so, and then you just fold it in. I don't know why I had such a difficult time, but yeah, now it's easy. Now it's easy. Okay, now we got it. Now we got it. We so got. And now it's everything is literally my life is shambles right now. Please work, please, play. No. Okay, is everything flush? Is everything flush? Is everything flush? Flush. You son of a bitch. Okay. Am I gonna fucking use Crackles for you too? Oh shit. No wonder why Sentinel Prime has to put you down of your misery. Anyway, now we have LS09, the weapon expert, in his truck mode. And boy, was this a fun transformation, but also a bit of a bitch to film. And I'm gonna say, quite complex, but once you get used to it, it's really fun. And honestly, everything does tap in nicely together. And of course, it do roll together well. And of course, just like the Studio Series 1, you also can use the storage, which is on the side, which also has a hinge joint, which you just tap it in like so. And now you have the weapon storage where you have his cannons on the side of the truck mode, just like the movie Masterpiece figure. Again, pointless. But I do gotta give kudos for Black Mamba, is that they really did make a high quality Ironhide figure. It does fit together nicely. The truck mode, the DMC 4x4 pickup truck does look stunning. And of course, you got the grill, we got the bumper, we got the hood, we got the windshield mirror, we got headlights in a transparent plastic, which I think it's separated pieces just like these, and honestly everything just do look really nice and shiny. I'm really going crazy because now we're gonna transform the way chain Black Apple Ironhide. This one is gonna make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. A rat makes me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in the room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in the room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. And rats makes me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy. Okay, I need to stop before I go crazy. Crazy? I wasn't. Anyway, here we got the Black Apple design finally going to be transformed. Some of it is smart, some of it is complex, and honestly, due to the overall soft plastic, some of the soft plastic and why they decided do make a lot of sense, and sometimes also maybe not. But you're gonna see me go through a process of me transforming this big bad boy. Oh boy. Okay, first things first, you need to untap the cannons, which is pretty easy. Once you've done that, you just fold it up like so, and then you just, actually before that, you unhinge this, and then you just fold the piece here, then you just make sure that you are aligned it where the next spot is here, and then you tap it in, and then you fold this piece. Oh god, what the hell? Actually, you just fold in like so. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in the room. A rubber room with rats. A rat makes me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy. Okay. Okay, you just need to fold it up like so, and then hinge up. And then you just fold this panel, and then compress it, and then you fold this down this piece of the cannon. And now you have the right cannon stored. And then for the next part, you just take this cannon right here and just do the exact same and just unfold it, and then you take this piece, just fold it on, then you just angle it like so, and these pieces we're gonna take a look at later, but first you hinge it up like so, twist, and then you fold in this piece, and then you just fold it in like so, or in another stages of, actually I think I did a mistake. Yeah, I did a mistake. First you unfold it like so, then you twist it in like so, and then once you've done that, you just make sure that you aligned it correctly like so. Crazy? I was crazy once. They left me in a rubber room for me rest, and rest makes me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay, here you have this cannon store. This video is gonna make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Anyway, you take these cannons and then you just untap them like so. Boom. And now you're going through the process of transforming these cannons, which is just folded up like a fillet, and then you just take this gas can, this pipe, you just fold it up like so, and then you twist it and fold it in like so, and then you just have it rest like so, and then you just fold in the handle and fold in the cannon, and now you have the side piece done. And now the next one is just fold it in the gas cans, then you just fold up this piece, fold on the magazine, then you fold up the handle, then you just fold it up until you cover the barrel, and then you just fold it up like so. Actually, you need to unhinge it like so, fold it up until you get to this part. Then you gotta take this piece, twist it, fold, twist, and then you rest. And then you take this handle and fold it in. Actually, beforehand, you take these parts and just fold it in like so. Then you just angle it until you get to this part, and you just tap it in like so, and boom, you tap it in like so. And then now you fold it in like so, and then you take this piece and you plug it in into this port, the only port where this actually makes sense. Boom. And there you have the cannon done. I swear, if Dr. Lotter has trouble with transforming this cannon, I would literally call him crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Okay. Now, first things first, you fold in this piece and the other, and then you have that done. Now you just twist it around like so. And of course they don't tap into place, but they do rest there very well. And of course you fold in this piece like so, and the other one on the bumper like so. Then you, actually, first things first, you take these pieces and untap them like so, and then you just untab his chest, and then you do the actual clever way of handling the front bumper is that it is actually tapped in like so, and then you untap it, which is made of die-cast metal, and then you just fold it up like so. Then you take this piece, twist it, and then you just fold it in like so, and then you make sure that you also have this piece twisted, and then just fold it in like so. I probably this is off cam, pretty much off shot, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. Do, and then boom, and then boom. There you go. Now you have the correct colored front bumper done. That was pretty easy. Crazy? I was kidding. Then you take this piece and you just untap it like so. Then you just take this piece and then you just fold it in like so. And now we're going through the process of folding in these panels like origami. And then you're pretty much done with the backpack. Or the back. That's actually pretty easy. And now you just angle the torso with the add crunch, which is very useful. And then you just go through the process of actually doing this shit, which is twist. And then you also twist, angle it like so, and then you just make sure that everything is nice. Actually, you just rotate the arm. Actually, you just untab this piece right here and the other one as well, and then you just for the original one you just had to bring it down the head, but it actually has hinge joints which you just, well, if you see here is a hinge there which you hinge down like so. Just, if I do it correctly, it should be fine. You just do it like so, and then you bring out the head so that this piece goes very far behind. Actually, you just rotate it up like so, and then you just make sure that everything actually rotate it like so. Well, fold it up for now. Then now use this hinge and then bring it down like so, so that this piece literally folds up so that this piece can go right here. I'm doing this because my battery is soon going out from this cam to my phone, so I really need to be done filming. So yeah. Woo! Sorry about that, guys. My apologies, but I'm finally back. But yeah, I had to take a break and literally need to charge my phone. But yeah, what I'm trying to explain is that this neck piece is literally on a hinge, so you need to have it upper so that this piece can go through this gap, and then when you do that you hinge out again, and then you literally flip out so that this piece literally go upwards. And then Ironhide's face needs to also be adjusted so that he can literally be angled like so. There we go. Hold on. Sorry for the break, I got food. Anyway, as I was saying, well, after that you just take this panel, just turn it around like so. Then you need to open this panel, twist it, and then you just literally just fold this panel so that it shapes like a door, and then you shape it like this, and then you take this panel and then you just shift it down, and then boom. I don't know why it was like this, but oh well. Well, same as the other arm, you take this panel, shift it down like so, open the piece like right here, then you open the flap, turn it, and then fold this panel up. And of course you need to make sure that these tabs are literally angled like so, so it'll be a little bit easier than it used to be. Then you just add to angle these panels here, and then afterwards you just need to turn this around. And don't worry, while you're also turning, these panels also are on spring loaded, which, given that the main motion mentioned, they are alloy, so hey, no worries. So you just twist this, and of course while you twist you also need to make sure that these pieces that are angled outward need to be angled inward. What I mean is that they literally need to be like so. So you just had the angle like so, bend them like so, and then angle them like so. So it'll be a little bit easier said than done. And of course while you do that you also need to rotate this bicep 360 degrees, and then while you do that you also need to plug this hole into this tab, and then you tab it together so it'll be locking into place. And then once you've done, you literally have it like so. See, easy as pie, or literally piece of cake. And same can be said to the other one, which you do that, then you need to literally twist this piece 360 degrees, then you need to angle it like so, and then just rotate it like so, angle it like so, and then do the same process as before. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow. Done. And now, as we move upward, oh boy, I really need to oil this kind of camera stand, tripod that I have, because when I literally move up, it literally gets stiff. So I need to oil it like crazy. I need to lubricate that motherfucker. Anyways, you just need to angle these hoods like so. Make sure it's shifted, and then you just make sure that these are pretty much, actually before you do that, you need to make sure that everything is in place, and this piece is literally folded up like so. And of course, while you do that, you just angle it like so. Boom. And of course, while you do that, you also need to make sure that while everything is tapped in, which sometimes when they are pretty much different types of plastic, they can be a little bit difficult for people, but for me, I've dealt with this a lot. And by a lot, I mean 6 times. Which isn't that much of a big deal, but hey, I'm doing this process just so you don't have to. And of course, you need to hinge up this piece so that this tab literally taps this piece into place, so that the process will be a little bit easier. Honestly, it's kind of a little bit better than just having this whole piece just shoved in. I do kind of dig it. Oh well. All jokes aside, shitty jokes and cringy ones. While you do that, you just need to tap into place, and then once you've done that, you make sure that this hood and grill taps into place, which is actually quite easy. And then once you've done that, you also need to make sure that these literally peg into these holes, and that they are angled like so. Otherwise, it will be difficult. But once you've done that, you have the process complete. See, it wasn't that difficult. Well, for me at least. For you, it's a different story. Now, of course, as I stated before, when you have this piece with Ironhide's head, you need to have it in a certain angle, because you kinda need to have Ironhide's head kind of in this kind of position, because this die cast arm literally needs to be angled fully, so that this piece literally needs to not only be angled inside, but also that this piece goes in here, but also that these pieces also hook into place where this piece literally rests. Otherwise, it will just be a total disaster. And once you have done that, as I literally showcasing you, you need to also tap them into place, like so. And once you've done that, almost sounds like GLaDOS from Portal. Or is it GLaDOS? Who knows? But once you've done that, now you have it fully complete. I sound like an AI. Hooray. Okay, now to the next part, which is the roof. Woo! Alright. As I stated before, you need to have this piece angled like so, otherwise it will be a little bit difficult, but also that this piece right here needs to tap into this hand right here. Or literally the palm, well, not the palm, more like the top of the fists, or the top of the hand. And once you've done that, you just tap it in like so, and now you have that done. And also make sure that they also tap it like so, because if you need to have the gun pretty much tapped in, which yes, one of his cannons literally stores in place. Isn't that neat? But anyway, before I stall even further, I will literally showcase you how you literally just do the same process as before, which I do love how they are painted, which is pretty great. And boom, and boom. Here we go. Now you have everything tapped in. And now I can showcase you how you literally tap the other piece, which is this, which you had to tab it in this piece with this cannon with this tab that goes into here, which is a little bit difficult, but also you need to have this spot down here, which this piece is in the way. But hey, I'm doing this for you so you don't have to struggle even further, because trust me, I know people on the internet, some have a little bit hard to follow instructions, and some of them just speed up the transformation process. And speaking of process, you also need to have this spring loaded a little bit further, like a certain angle, like so that they don't shift upward, because they all also get this kind of spring mechanism, like so. And now, as I literally showcasing you all, you do it a little bit smooth. There we go. Will this be perfect? Not sure or quite, but hey, I'm literally doing this on top of my head. But yeah, literally make sure that they are snug in, but not too snug in, otherwise it will break. Which now it should be done. And of course, if you want to, you can literally rest it like so, which I literally will do this. Otherwise, this needs to be literally need to fold down last, because you need to also have the back legs tapped in. But now, as you're done, here is the third Among Us. Okay, that's the last one, I promise. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that these pieces also need to tap in rest here, otherwise it will be a little bit complicated or a bit struggle for people to have a actual functioning vehicle mode. But anyways, once that's done, you move on to the next one, which is this, which you had to untab the thighs. Then you just unfold these panels, flip down this piece, and of course, while you're at it, make sure that these panels also shifted forward for now. And now you just have this panel, well, this panel at least, just fillet it open, but also you need to shift this piece a little bit upward, otherwise it will be a little bit tricky. So, and then you just open up like so. And once you have done that, you make sure that this literally hooks into place like so, and this piece fall down, and then you just twist, and there you go. And now for the legs, which is my favorite part of the transformation, because you just turn up the toe like so. But here's my favorite part, this, which is literally pinned like a kind of one of those pins that you usually see in 2015, like in Megatron, which is one of those pins that looks a little bit odd. But yeah, you just turn it like so, 180 degrees, and then you just fold the toe like so. Pretty easy. Same can be said for this one, which is a little bit more loose, but hey, I take it over too tight. And then these panels, which are a little bit on the loose side. Hold on, background. Okay. You just unhinge these panels. Then you also need to unhinge these, which are already unhinged. But yeah, these are literally tapped into these kind of back bumps. But yeah, you just untap them like so. And then you just fold this piece up like so. Fold this piece up, and fold this piece like up. Pretty much like origami, but a little bit thicker. And also fold this kind of back rail. Do the same process as before. Just fold up, boom, and then you just do that. See, simple. And of course, while we're also at that, do the same process with the other leg, with literally fold this piece and all that twisting. And I can already tell that Dr. Lockdown is gonna have a day filled with this one and literally have so much complaints. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. If Dr. Lockdown is gonna complain about this conversion, then I was fucking right. Anyway, you just twist this leg for now. Just do it for now. Just twist the leg. Because right now we're gonna do a process that's a little bit finicky, if I would do say so myself. But also you need to hinge out this piece, which is yet again like the LSO9. It's kind of on a spring-loaded gimmick. But also you need to twist this leg like so, but also fold this panel up, which I don't think it's on the original, but it is cool. So, and now you just make sure that you fold this toe like so, but also you have this piece for hinging. And once you're on a process, you just have it angled like so, and then you just I'm pretty sure there's a simple process to doing this. Yeah, you just angle it like so. Yeah, do that. Boom. And then you just have it like so. So these are pretty much angled like so. Hope everyone's following me, because right, I hope you all pretty much are following and subscribing. You like, you subscribe, because this process is quite interesting. But now when you also have everything tapped in like so, you just fold this piece, make sure that you are careful, and then once you've done that, you make sure that you literally have everything under control. Oh yeah, you also need to have this piece angled, but also don't angle it too much, otherwise this ball joint, which is pretty nice. Yeah, this happens, but yeah, you just do that. Angle it up those bits so, and then once you've done that, once that process is done, you just tap it in, and now you're done. But also, turn this wheel, and then hook it into place. And I place this piece like so. So, pretty simple, huh? I hope everyone's following, and everyone's not coping. I'm gonna see a lot of copes. Also, I need to remove this Ironhide real quick, otherwise it will be a goddamn foam. Anyway, just do the same process as before, like so, making sure that everything is alright and that no one is going crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. And rats makes me crazy. Yeah, that happened. I was too crazy. Crazy? I was crazy. Anyway, once you've done that, you just make sure that it is angled like so, but also you need to have this ball joint be covered with this panel, otherwise imagine a truck load without this side piece for the back rear of the wheel. There will be a lot of insurance. A lot of insurance. Anyway, make sure that this pretty much is, yeah, cut it. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, once you've done that process, you just fold this piece off, and then you just make sure that this angle's just right. And of course, you have this process of the heelsters, like so. And then once you've done that, you just tap it into place like so. perfect. And now once that's done, you tap it into place, but before we do that, we're gonna take this gun, turn around, and there are certain grooves, like these squares, that you need to slot them into here. They don't tap in, but if they kind of were, the whole process will be, well, too fragile, if we do say so. I'm sure a lot of you may disagree, but hey, this is my show. But yeah, you just tap everything nice and squeezy. Nice and squeezy. And then once you've done that, you just do the ab crunch, do the ab crunch, do the ab crunch. And then you do the fun part, which is tapping everything together. This should be nice, right? Right? Maybe I should also remove my food. My dinner. There we go. Now, you need to be careful when you tap everything in place and also have the fingers inside. Otherwise, the whole process will be too damn frustrating for you all. And as I, with autism, am very careful what I'm doing, and that you need to have everything in place, everything tapped in, and don't stress. Just take it slow, just like when you try to please a lady. And once you cuddle nicely, and when you smooch nicely, you may start the next step. And when the next step happens, you can go to the next project of finally doing the best part. Just don't force it. Just take it slow. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh, it's happening. Maybe it's also a little bit easier if I also fold it up like so I can see the process inside. Because when you have the process, you should also know what's going on. Otherwise, you'll be left and pondering the question what you're doing wrong in life. Did you do all the things correctly? Was it really worth all this struggle to get where you are right now? I may not have the answers, but those answers are up to you if you think you've done the right choice. The right choice of life. I forgot to mention that you also need to fold and play these pieces. I can already see the comment section like, you missed the point! I'm just... you can tell I have fucking autism, alright? Just chill, alright? Anyway, now that that's done, that's just so fucking funny. Oh, yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm wondering why it's not coming in. You missed a step. I'm crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room flats. My rats makes me crazy. I'm sorry about this. Anyway, once that's done, and don't worry if everything is not tapped in, not everything has to be perfect, you know? Not everything has to be totally perfect. But Maybe if we had super glue, maybe that process may be fine. But for me, that process is too much. But yeah. Now that that's done, and you have everything tabbed in. Yeah. It should be perfect. As I be stating this while I also very much looking around. Yeah, that looks I wonder if there's another process for this cannon. Nope. It has to be angled like so. Okay, maybe I should cut this part. I just want to be totally double checking and be certain that I did the process correctly. Because this figure didn't come with any instructions. You hear me? Anyway, once that's done, you take these pieces and then you had to angle them in a certain way which they should tap into place nicely. Which I should start with this one, which you have to literally have this piece into here because there's a certain angle where they need to be plugged in. Otherwise, process won't work. And you also need to be careful, otherwise you will hinge this piece in a direction that will not tap into place ordinary. Unless it's the other way. Yep. Hold on. Yep, you have this piece, which this is literally with the gas canisters. You just angle them like so. And also make sure that everything shifts and that these pieces literally tap into place like so. And then beam bada boom. You have one side done, one side done, one side done. Yeah, one side done, one side done. And then you have the other piece, which you do the same process but with the other one. And that you just angle it like so, and then boom, you secure it in place. And then once you have completely done that, you have completely been done with the truck mode. Of course, you also need to make sure that everything shifts as it should. Just making sure that a double process that won't fail me. Otherwise, this will be a blooper. And I feel like fucking Fuck in the Biological Heroes game, where he's pretty much completed the Roxy, or quote unquote done, since he literally just skipped the instructions. And this is the process I'm going through. Like, yeah, on the side though, you need to shift it like so that it will be an angle where the wheels are free. And once that's done, you should also make sure that there's a piece where you literally have everything angled, or occasionally, and that they all should be snug in. And also that the grill doesn't fall up. Yeah, did I tell you that this transformation is quite long? At least when it's on camera. But yeah, once you accomplish a thing that you think it's hard, but in reality it's not, you have a process that you are completely done. Yeah, I'd say we are done here. Right? Yeah, right. Hold on. Hold on. Got. Whew. And once you have done that, you have the truck mode, which looks amazing. But holy shit, this is quite a complex transformation and a bitch to film. And I guarantee you, this is one figure that will literally make everyone be frustrated. I am calling it because, man. And yeah, Mag Motion isn't lying when they said that the plastic quality, while I can assure you, have some smots into it, there's also other parts where I feel like you need to super glue some parts just to have a little bit more tightness. Otherwise, yeah, you have a process which is, everything does tap into place, but due to the overall plastic quality that they used, everything may be a little bit untabby. But they do tap in nicely. Maybe not super nicely like every truck of Ironhide, but yeah, you have a, like for example, LS09, which does tap in very easily. But for this one, you have a truck mode that does look really nice and actually does roll well. One, if you have a hard ground or a kind of a carpet. But yeah, as you can see, these pieces are literally painted, but the GMC is literally called now GMG due to some copyright reasons. And of course, everything, every gun, every weapon, the shoulder guns, the handheld guns, and of course the truck, the robot parts literally compress so nicely. And of course there's a lot of steps, and of course just makes everyone say it's really overcomplicated. I'm going to say overly, it's just really complex if you haven't getting the hang of it. But for me, I do have a hang of it due to I have it literally for days now, and the transformation is quite fun. But yeah, if I'd say which is a little bit nicer is, of course, as I stated before, easy, medium, hard. Or you're saying a little bit medium, hard, nightmare. That's a Doom reference if those who don't know. But yeah, and of course there's the smokestacks, which are a little bit soft plastic, but hey, otherwise it will break. And of course it does have a quite nice heft, just like this one, but I feel like this is a little bit heavier than this one, but it does have a nice heft. That's all I can say. And of course the color scheme and the coloring is just superb. Like, you can tell this is Ironhide. And of course there's no Ironhide insignia due to copyright reasons, but the original one, at least for the LSO9, actually had a kind of Ironhide insignia, which is removable because it came in a baggie, so you can literally tap it in when you get it out of the box. And I noticed something, that this has the logo of the GMC, while this does not have. But what it does have is headlights painted nicely, and of course the bumpers, and of course the cargo, and the of course cover of the cargo, literally nice. And of course, just like I will show you the size comparison, which is impressive. Like, my goodness. If I had to get rid of one Ironhide, which you will see one Ironhide literally removed for now, which is the LSO9. Why? Well, I do like the LSO9, don't get me wrong, but now that I have this one, which yes, it is a little bit complicated, but it does pose a little bit better. For this, it does have a little bit more of a double elbow joint, but only on the back. But yeah, it does cost a little bit cheaper than this one. For this, is before it was like $90, but now it's like $100 on Shoshi Store, which you can get all of them on Shoshi Store. Links in the description. Yes, I'm not sponsored, but yeah, you can get them if you want to. But yeah, that was the overall transformation for all three. And honestly, I did have an enjoyment transforming all of them. Yes, even if this does feel like a clusterfuck, I gotta say it is quite enjoyment. I do get what Jobby the Hog is saying. Once you get a hang of it, you kind of have this kind of rhythm. Once you get the beats done, it's like you're trying to play music, but of course you're not gonna nail it in the first day, like completely 100%. But once you practice enough, you will get the hang of it. And once you get the hang of it, you will know the tricks. You will know how to figure out the problems. And once you have figured out the problems, you will master it. That's how I see all of these figures. For these, this is literally a fun way to transform. This is literally for those who really want to have a little bit more better transforming movie masterpiece Ironhide. This is for those who want the challenge. And this is what the challenge I've enjoyed so much. Either way, thank you all so much for watching my how to transform it. And as always, I hope you enjoyed. I'm really going crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room with rats. And rats makes me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in the room. A rubber room with rats. And rats makes me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. What are we gonna do?